I see YouTube stuff and I see your website and stuff, but I'm not sure what you exactly want me to do. I'm a little confused.
Okay, well, we're on now. I'm recording it on YouTube right now. So, hey, this is Rick Keys Music Caravan Blues Show. We got Cathy Lemons and Phil Berkowitz. Hey, Phil, how you doing?
I'm great.
Okay, well, this is just kind of a little congratulatory note to the two of you. I want to both of you to know that you have made it to my Rick Keys Music Caravan Blues Show top blues release album list for 2020. That's a big accomplishment.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a wonderful thing, and we're very pleased.
Honored.
Yes.
We're honored.
I do listen to a lot of music all year long, basically. It's been less music this year because I know you guys, not you personally, but I know the musicians aren't putting out their music as much this year because of the COVID and venue shutdown and the whole thing. And however, you guys were able to get one out, and you know, if nothing else, if you don't get to a venue for a while, at least you can get some recognition for a job well done.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Right on, man. Yeah, we actually just finished recording this album with the band in February. So we have the track. All we had to do was go in and do the vocals and layer it with the instrumentation. So we were kind of weird, you know, we got lucky in a weird way because we had already completed the band track portion. So
right.
That was cool. Yeah.
Okay, well, and we'll talk more about that too, because you got the kid on your album too.
Yep.
So anyway, well, here's how we're doing it, because my show at KCR, it's kind of like in limbo because, you know, there was a lot of students there. I'm one of the older students, if you didn't know. I'm one of the older ones that have been around for a while. But anyway, they, you know, with the COVID and all the different students that went in there, they closed the broadcast booth down. So I'm kind of doing it on practicing here on YouTube. So I've got a YouTube channel that you guys can certainly subscribe to, and you can see and hear you. Well, you can't see you, but we can hear your voice and my lovely, lovely.
Great. Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Like I typed in on YouTube, Rick Keys Blues Caravan. Is that where I'll find it?
No, just check Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube, and it should pop up.
Okay, that's what the problem is. It's music.
Right, okay. And then you go into the playlist, and since I'm recording it now, we probably won't see this till tomorrow. But anyway,
I'll subscribe.
Yeah, there's kind of like a delay of some sort, but anyway, it'll be on there tomorrow. And also you can go to my website, which is Rick Keys, that's Keys, Rick Keys Music Caravan .com. Okay, so that website, actually, I am doing your portion of the show right now, so it's very appropriate. So if you look in there, if you go to the very first video, that's me, and I'm explaining that were you know, the different people that I've nominated, and then if you scroll down a little bit, you can see the first two songs I've entered for you two guys, and then there's a whole list of other ones that have made the show, like Mark May Band is on there, and you can actually look around. You'll see the top blues release albums for 2020, and you'll see a whole list of names that I've already gone through, and I'm up to you guys now.
Well, that's great. Rick, I think I'm in the wrong place for the website. What is the URL? I'm at the college station. That's not it.
Oh.
What is your URL for your website?
I have to look it up, but anyway, it should be under.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Well, it's rickkeysmusiccaravan.com. That's my website, so you should be able to find it that way.
There it is. Okay, Rick. I'll just type it in.
Okay. As I'm talking to my audience, so we're doing some fancy technological footwork over the phone. So she's finding that, but I did want her to find that so she can see the other great people that Phil and her have been nominated along with. And anyway, so got this CD, The Lucky Losers. Let me show that to my audience. Lucky Losers, Cathy Lemons, Phil Berkowitz, and it was called Godless Land. a lot of great songs on there, and actually you did have the great Kid Anderson work with you. And I think I mentioned to you before, this is one of your best releases, and I can see the influence of Kid Anderson. But Kid Anderson is everywhere. I'm telling you, he's like on everything.
He is everywhere.
Yeah. And, I actually met him, Cathy and Phil, at a Rick Estrin concert at the Belly Up. And Rick was sick at the time, but, I saw Kid, and actually Kid was there, and Whitney Shea. I don't know if you know her. She's a San Diego local.
Yeah, she's great. She's wonderful.
Yes, she's got a great CD out now too. So she was there, and Kid was there, and the first time I ever met Kid, and he just seems like this lovable big guy that plays music and loves music, and I'm sure that's what he is.
That's exactly what he is. He's
Yeah.
a lovable big guy who loves music and is also happens to be a musical genius and a technical genius as well, now that he's kind of gone into filmmaking, video making, and engineering. And of course, as a musician, he's really fantastic. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I saw him interviewing Charlie Musselwhite and Elvin Bishop recently, and that was pretty good too. So I can see his film aspects too. So how did you guys hook up with Kid?
Well, this dates back for me to 2009. I worked on a record with him with Johnny Ace called Lemonade, and that was put out by Vistone, and we made that record. That had 12 cuts, and that was my first experience with Kid. I'd done a few shows with Kid, and then we decided to try Reefland Studios as a place to record, and we had a lot of special guests on that, including the great Ron Thompson, who came down and did the cut, and then we had Tommy Castro on that album, and David Maxwell and Paul Washer. So that was a pretty cool record. It did really well on XM Sirius when Bill Wax was, they had Honcho for blues over there. But that was my first experience with Kid, and that dates back a long, long time. And
a couple of gigs with Kid Anderson back in 2003.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Way back to that, and I always had a band called the High Rollers. We were playing a couple of gigs, one in Sacramento and one up in Petaluma, I think. And I think Kid played bass on those gigs.
Interesting.
And he actually stayed at my house.
Really? That's cool.
And, it was very daunting though, playing with him. He's such a great player and everything. I was just sort of kind of really still developing really as an artist, as a band leader or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think you got back.
Come full circle eventually,
Yeah, that's cool.
That's right.
Hey, I'm actually holding up your CD right now, and it's got Phil and Cathy standing back to back. Now, either Cathy, you're short, or Phil's a big dude, like 6'2". What is?
He's 6'3".
6'3". Okay, all right. So, all right.
So compared to me, I'm not a small woman.
No, you're probably.
I am.
Yeah, you're probably 5'9", 5'10". Yeah. Okay, so.
No,
5'7". All right. Okay, so Phil. Normal. But Phil, in a couple of these pictures, he actually kind of looks like Dan Aykroyd. Well, because of the hat, probably, and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I'm showing another photo. Where are you guys at? It says the Palace in is that in San Francisco?
We're in downtown San Francisco, facing Market Street during the pandemic in I believe it was April, and the streets were completely empty. It was absolutely eerie.
Oh, okay, that's that one.
Maybe it was March. It must have been March when we were in that big lockdown in the city. And Myron Wu, the owner of the saloon in San Francisco, the saloon that's the blues venue, he took those photos. And I had known Myron to be a great photographer, and I talked him into coming downtown. And we did. We took those shots. It was cool, man. There were a number of great shots that Myron took that day.
Yeah, well, that was
he used that one for the album cover.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I think we've done this before, but your entourage of musicians may have changed. Okay, so you got Phil, and Phil, you play guitar, correct?
I play
Oh, your harmonica. Okay, yeah, all right, okay. And you know what? There's a lot of great harmonica players coming out here recently. I found one, and he's from the UK. You may have heard of him, Phil. His name's Paul Gillings.
No, I don't. Not yet. We'll have to check him out.
Okay, well, he's on my website, so check him out. There's a few songs there. So as you go down on my website, you'll see that I'm adding your songs, and then they'll be on there for a week. But then after you, I've got another young kid that just came out. His name is Ben Levin. Ben Levin's like only 21 years old, guys, and he put out this CD called "Carry Out or Delivery." Pretty good, appropriate song for 2020. So we're going to be playing more him after you guys, but he's in the same category as you and the other two that I'm going to announce here in a minute. Basically, when I choose people, a lot of times my top list isn't the same as the Roots Music Report chart, just so people know. However, most of the music I choose is in that list, but my number ones and people that I think are the best of the year aren't necessarily what they do. But I don't know if they even have a
great list here. I'm looking at it. You've chosen some wonderful artists that I'm well aware of.
uh-huh.
This is great. Good for you.
So I'm adding on. So there'll be 4 more on that list, and then I still got another half a pile. So basically, as I go through these and listen to these, and my normal show, I play like one song from a new release. Well, now it's to the end of the year, and I'm ready to choose. So you guys were chosen, but you guys have been sitting in the good pile, the one that doesn't get put away yet, and basically. Yeah, I mean, basically, my rationale for choosing is great, great instrumentals, great lyrics, great vocals, and just and not just one good song or 2 good songs. It's like the whole thing is pretty darn well good. So it's like when you used to get an album and you had one good song, and it's like no, every song on here is good. So that's why you made the list. And
oh, thank you. That's a lovely compliment.
And you guys wrote, either you or Phil wrote most of the songs, and I actually have I see Phil singing on Mad Love, and both you guys have great voices, and you're a great duo. Why don't you take an opportunity to announce the other people that are on your group?
Oh, sure. Phil, you want to do that? Tell everybody the musicians on the album.
Andre Tarsi on bass, Kid Anderson on guitar, and just about anything you can imagine, really. Chris Burns on keyboards, Ian Lamson on guitar, and Derek Martin on drums.
On drums. That's the core group. That's usually who we use now in the studio,
or tour with whenever you have a chance to tour again. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, so I just want to call and congratulate you, but as I said, we're going to hear Ben Levin's next, and then here's another one that I'm adding today, brand new, and they're actually, I think, grandchildren, or they're related to Sam. What's his last name? Sam Taylor. Okay, so they're related to Sam Taylor, and the actual name of the band is a band called Sam. And this release is kind of unique. There were covers in here. Actually, there were songs written by their grandfather or whatever relation he is, Sam Taylor. But it's called Legacy, and they've really done a good job, and they've made it to my list. And then you guys have probably heard of this dude. His name's Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah, we know Jeremiah. We actually did a tour, believe it or not, in October. We went to 8 states in the Midwest, and we ran into Jeremiah Johnson at BB's Jazz Blues Groups in St. Louis, and we listened to his show. I got to tell you, that guy's really talented. He can sing, he can play, he's personable, he's nice, he's smart, and he's good looking. I mean, he's got it all. And so I'm glad you picked Jeremiah Johnson. He's also rather depressed, as we all are, because every time we try to get out there to work,
it gets
something
canceled
happens,
again.
and there's a lockdown. But you know, we've been trying to get out there and work, just like Jeremiah and a host of others.
Right. Yeah, and actually the title of his release is Unemployed and Highly Annoyed. And you know, some of these that I get, Cathy, to be honest with you, some of them I just know in advance because like every song is good, and you know, I do a little research, is that a cover or not? But it's like all these are really they're set above some, even above some of the people that are number one right now, or number two, or number three. I think these overall, the CDs that I'm putting up there, they're either really good or they're really unique. You guys
For
were.
you, I think unique is very important. It is so easy to just make a record in blues that sounds like Junior Welch or like Lars. It's much harder to become yourself and tell your own story. But that's the future of the blues in my book. And the folks that are out there writing, you know, eventually they're going to do very, very well because it's contributing and to a larger legacy of blues. And you've got to keep writing and inventing and trying to tell your own story. And I really think you've done some good choices here.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why, you know, I say that it's important that a band write their own music, at least most of it, because I mean, at one time, you know, people made tons of money while they had other writers writing music for them, but now that's not occurring. So in blues, if you're doing all covers, you're probably not going to make it to my top blues thing. Yeah,
That's
so
right.
but
That's right.
Really, you're also not going to really find your own voice as
That's
who
right.
you are. You know, your musical identity as an artist.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully you can write.
but you guys have hit it all, and congratulations. I don't know when nominations occur for Best Blues release of the year on the national level, but you made it to mine, so congratulations.
Oh, thank you. That's a wonderful thing, and I hope everybody keeps supporting the blues. This is going to be over in a few months. That is my belief that this too shall pass regarding the COVID. And live music, I believe, will come back with a bang, and we're looking forward to playing again live, certainly in the Bay Area and beyond. So
Yeah.
Next summer.
Well, if you guys ever come down here, let me know, because we got some areas down here. We got the Belly Up, and then there's the Coach House. Coach House.
We played at what was that place in San Diego where we played just last December?
Proud Mary's.
Proud Mary.
Oh, you were at Proud Mary's. I didn't know that.
we had Lauren Chavez with us, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another guy, I'm trying to remember his name now. He's a harp player. He does this annual harp event in San Diego.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, well, next time you guys come to Proud Mary's, or let me know so I can come see your show. Actually,
We will.
there's another place too, T.O. Leo's. Yeah, because they've had Albert Castilla there and Sugar Ray. So, yeah, there's areas that you guys can come down and I'll visit and pump it up.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
And Old Town Blues Club too. We played there.
Oh yeah, in Temecula. Oh shoot! If I would have known that, I would have kind of seen it. Yeah.
We were with that kid, Anthony Collins.
Oh yeah, the Fallbrook kid. Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna be a big star. I can tell. He's just got it all.
He's got to grow into his he's got to grow into his voice yet. His guitar play is phenomenal, but he's got to grow into his voice a little. Just my opinion.
It'll take time.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, he's still finding himself.
Yeah.
But
So
I think he's so serious about music. He's so serious for such a young person to be so serious. I love to see that.
yeah. So
That's exciting, and he will be a big star. And yeah, he does. It's hard singing, you know. You gotta have lived a bit to sing blues.
yeah.
You gotta live.
Drink some scotch or some rotten scotch or something, then try to sing. Then you're into blues. But anyway, hey, you two, again, congratulations. Thanks for calling in. And I'm actually going to hook up with Jeremiah, and he's going to call in soon. But that's the way to kind of check it out. But for now, until the station opens up again. But trying to keep.
I hope your station does open up, and I know it will.
It will.
So thank you for being inventive.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's what everyone's
Good for
doing.
you.
Okay, well, have a good one, you two.
All right, Rick. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
In stream.